Rome was real. That's the problem. Rome is often presented as marble statues, stern senators, and the slow march of civilization. This is misleading. Rome was actually a place where a man could tax urine, worship a door hinge, poison himself with wine, and still believe he was the pinnacle of human progress. Which, to be fair, is a very Roman thing to believe. Let's start with the urine. Romans cleaned clothes with pee. Public urinals weren't just conveniences, they were collection points. The ammonia in urine cleaned wool remarkably well, so the government stepped in and said, yes, we should monetize this. Emperor Vespasian introduced a urine tax. When people complained, he held up the money and said, money does not stink. Rome, solving problems you didn't know could be solved, in ways you desperately wish they hadn't. For the full stories and deeper dives, find History Dude BC on Spotify. Time, according to Rome before Julius Caesar fixed the calendar, Roman timekeeping was flexible. Months drifted, seasons wandered. Politicians added extra days to extend their own power. Some years were 355 days. Some were 445. Some were basically we'll see how we feel. If Rome had a motto, it might have been, time is an illusion. Authority is vibes. Public hygiene, but make it communal. Romans loved baths. They bathed daily, they socialist. They debated politics. They also shared bathwater, shared towels, shared sponges instead of toilet paper. Yes, one sponge, on a stick, passed around. If you're feeling uncomfortable, good. So were the bacteria. Skincare, Roman edition. Gladiators were celebrities. People adored them. Bought merchandise, followed careers. And some fans scraped sweat and dirt off gladiators after fights to use as facial cream. Nothing says beauty routine like essence of man who was stabbed earlier. Wine, sweet, delicious, lead wine. Romans sweetened wine with lead acetate. This made it taste amazing. It also caused mood swings, aggression, confusion. Infertility. The Roman elite then wrote long essays about moral decline and why people were so angry all the time. History calls this irony. Religion, but practical Romans worshipped gods for everything. Not abstract concepts, functions. There was a god of door hinges, a god of drains, a god of turning corners. If it moved, opened, closed, or might break, it got a deity. Roman religion wasn't about faith. It was about risk management. Housing, tall, flammable, optimistic. Most Romans lived in apartment blocks called insulae. They were overcrowded, cheaply built, prone to collapse. Extremely flammable landlords lived elsewhere. Rent still went up. Rome invented many things, including this. Justice, entertainment, and lunch executions were public, often midday, sometimes themed. People ate snacks. Children attended. It was just on the way to the forum. Romans didn't separate justice from spectacle. They combined them and added seating. And yet, Rome worked. This is the part that's genuinely unsettling. Despite poisoning themselves, sharing sponges, bending time, worshipping hinges, monetizing bodily fluids, Rome still built roads that last. Legal systems we still use. Engineering that defies explanation. Civilization didn't emerge from wisdom alone. It emerged from clever people doing their best inside absolute chaos. If you'd like to help keep these stories alive, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/historydudebc. The real lesson of Rome wasn't special because it was perfect. Rome was special because it proves something deeply uncomfortable. Humanity doesn't need to be sane to be effective. It just needs to be organized. And maybe that's why Rome feels so familiar. Because, when you strip away the marble, you don't find gods, You find people very clever, very strange, very convinced they were right. Rome didn't fall because it was ridiculous. It fell because it forgot that systems exist to serve people, not the other way around. And maybe that's the quiet warning Rome left behind. Civilization isn't fragile because humans are foolish. It's fragile because humans forget to laugh at themselves. Rome didn't. It just laughed, while doing some extremely questionable things. Subscribe for more history that remembers people come before power.